big deal to just pop those out. Like, so yeah, that was pretty simple, and it took minutes to do. And then you just sign the inside, or I mean, you could put this insert. Also, there's a spot for the insert to go on the mat, so you can write stuff on there too. And you can do smaller cards, smaller sides, but you could put this right on here and write, you know, for something on the inside of the card if you want it. I'm not gonna do that right now. I will be adding that later, but not right now. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the longer cut so we can see how that goes. It can cut up to 20 feet. I'm only doing a 4-foot cut right now, because I don't need anything that's 20 feet long right now, and I don't want to waste vinyl because it's not cheap. The 20-foot pack that I have was like $28 and some change. It looks like this, and this is smart vinyl. This is permanent. I'm just putting this particular one that I'm cutting out now on poster board, so it's not going to be a big deal. But I also have some iron on. This is only 24 inches, so 2 feet by 5.5. Both of these, neither of these require a mat either. These are both smart vinyls. I didn't get any removable because I don't really use removable at all, really. But this is also a permanent. This one is 5.5 by 48 inches as well. And then I got some white, which is the same. So those are some of those smart vinyls. I'm gonna use this one because I'm gonna cut 4 feet. So what I plan to cut is just words that I will separate later. Okay. I already typed up what I want.
Here's something amazing. Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year automatically.
And I have it ready.
With no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on,
Okay,
how amazing
almost ready.
is that? In fact,
Let's see, gotta make sure the size is right.
realize all the places where Discover is accepted. Over 95% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2019 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
Okay, so this is a 3 by 48 inch project. Actually, I'm making it 3.5. Just to get the most out of my vinyl. Okay. And then we're just gonna go to make it. Okay. And this one is black that I'm gonna use. It doesn't come on a roll or anything, it's just in the box how it is. Okay, and continue. Okay, so this is Smart Permanent. Okay, and it says materials set. Smart Vinyl Permanent, pressure is default, load your tools, which is the fine point blade and the material. So here we go. And again, you just put this in, and like you see I haven't even put it in yet and it's already rolling. Let me turn it this way so you guys can see that. As soon as you get it in between the clamps, it starts rolling to pull your material in, because there's no buttons to load or unload it. So here we go. Let me make sure I get it in straight. And right now what it's doing is measuring to make sure I have enough material to do the entire cut. So it'll unroll as much as it needs to do the complete cut. And then it'll roll it back out. So I know about how far it's going to cut, so I'm just going to cut it right there. So I let it measure. It pulled it all the way in to make sure I had enough material to do this project. And then I just cut it where it stopped measuring, or near where it stopped measuring. Okay. So I'm just gonna hit go. And this cut is only words. It's words only. So let's see how long it takes. It's 7:06 right now as we're getting started. Yeah. So I already did the test cut. That took 1 minute. It was easy to weed. I'm gonna put it on something while it's cutting this and see how easy it is to lift with just the standard transfer tape. If not, I do have strong grip and we'll try that. And then I did the card. Where's the card? I did the card on the card mat, and that turned out pretty well. Still got a couple dots to poke out, but I'll worry about that later. And that cut pretty fast as well, so that's pretty cool. It was very easy and very quick to set up. It was just like the other machine. All I did was go into design space. I went to my profile settings, machine setup, and I just selected the Cricut Joy and set it up through Bluetooth. Took a couple minutes, and then it updated the machine and it was done, and I got right to cutting. So I've been able to do, this is the third project I've started since 6 o'clock, and I got kicked out and started over and everything. So I think that's pretty good as far as timing. That wasn't hard at all. That crown that I had, where is it? What do I do with it? Okay, so I already weeded it. I'm just going to pick it up on the transfer tape, and I think it's really cute, so I'm just going to put it actually right here on my machine. My business name is The King's Craft, so that's why I chose the crown, so it'd be fitting on my machine, I think. Transfer tape to peel off. And I'm just using Cricut's standard grip transfer tape right now. I don't know if this will work or if I need strong grip. And this is cut out on smart vinyl. This is the sample piece that came with the machine. So it's supposed to be just a permanent smart vinyl. problems. So far, so good. Did it stick? It's stuck. And it's stuck pretty well. Right there. Use that part one more time. There we go. See a little air bubble there. Again, I do not own rights to the music in the background. Oh, I can finally see comments. What's the difference between this and the Cricut? This is a Cricut. It's just the smaller version. This one cuts up to 20 feet in length, and about 4.5 to 5 inches in width. So you can cut longer projects. This one is almost halfway done. So look at that. Not bad at all. Anybody remember what time it was when it started? I think it was 7:04 when it started. We're at 7:12 now, and it's almost done. But that vinyl, the test vinyl that I cut out, so I just stuck it to my machine, my Explorer, and it stuck pretty well, pretty fast. I used regular transfer tape to put it on there, and it went on smooth and easy, just like any other vinyl. Can't point out any like differences in it. And then for the people just coming in, this is the card that we did. This took only a few minutes to cut. The crown took 1 minute to cut. Those are both pretty small projects, but they did not take long to cut at all. The setup was very easy. Only took a couple minutes going through Design Space and just picking the Cricut Joy and set up through Bluetooth. It was very easy. And the mat definitely made it extremely easy to do the card. Like that was really fast and easy. I'm gonna scrape this and cover it back up so it doesn't get dirty. But this has been cutting since I think 7:04, and it's just about finished. So it did not take very long at all to cut out 4 feet of material. Okay, that was pretty easy to clean. I'm just gonna put the mat cover back on it to keep it from getting dirty. But that was pretty fast. 3 projects. I started at 6:30. Got kicked out. I had to restart, and in that amount of time, I was able to do the card, the crown, and place the crown, and cut this. This is how much is left now. It's almost finished, and that was not long at all. I think that's pretty good. And then the smart material comes on this, so you cut this without a mat. Like I'm cutting this, there's no mat under here. I did not use a mat at all. It's just the vinyl itself. And this is how much is cut already. So I think that's pretty good. That was in just a few minutes. It's cut this. This was 48.5 inches long. It's still cutting right now, and it's just about finished. It's on the last word. We started at 7:04, I believe. 7:15 right now. But this came from the 20-foot roll. So you can cut this entire roll at one time. You can do, I think it said you can do 4-foot images at a time. Up to 4 feet of images at a time. Okay, so it is finished. And with this being black vinyl, you probably won't be able to actually see what it says. Oh, and everything works from the tablet or whatever your device is that you're using, your phone, your laptop, computer, whatever. Once it's done cutting, like, this looks pretty good to me. Doesn't look like it missed anything. But it has the option to start it over and try again, or to just unload the mat. I'm just gonna unload the mat because it looks pretty good to me, but we shall see. Unload. Okay, so the time is now 7:16. 7:16. So that took about 12 minutes to cut this entire 4-foot piece. And it looks pretty doggone good. Like, it doesn't look shaky or uneven. Looks good. I'm not gonna weed this entire thing, but I'll cut off a section and weed that. Okay. This is going on to a poster board. So I just cut out all the words that are going on this poster board in one pass instead of cutting it out, in sections, and I'll just place it on there how I want it to be. So this is one section, and this is the smart vinyl from the 20-foot roll. So go to the side. And this thing is really light. It's really, really light. This is what it looks like on the inside. This is about 8 pounds. This is the Cricut Joy. It's the newest machine from Cricut. It just came out on the 1st. But this one cuts up to 20 feet of material at one time. So I just cut out this 4-foot piece from a 20-foot roll. But I could cut out this entire 20-foot roll if I had something that long to cut, like, I guess, wall borders or something like that, if that's what you do. Oh, but this also only has the one slot. It doesn't have a pin and the blade housing. So, and the blades are different. This blade is really small compared to the other ones. I talked about this a little bit in the live this morning, but I'll go over it real quick again for the ladies who didn't see that. So this is the blade. Here's the difference. This is a deep cut blade, but all the housings are the same size for all the blades for the Cricut Explorer 2. But this is the Joy blade, so it's way smaller, it's thinner, and it's even a little bit lighter. But the pin also goes into this same slot. The pin is also different from the other Cricut pins. So, like, this is a regular size Cricut pin for the other machines. This one is smaller, and this one is wider. And the difference with how you put them in is this one doesn't have to click into place. Like with the Explorer, you have to click it into place. This one just drops in, and the grooves that are on it stops it from going any further. So it has grooves on the tip of the pin that stop it, and you just drop it in and close the clamp. So it's really simple. So when you want to write something, we could do a quick writing one real quick. But the blade difference, it's much smaller, it's very light. It's less than 10 pounds. As far as the size and comparison, let me show you. Let me put my blade back where I lose it. So this is my Explorer Air 2. This is the Joy. So you see how small that is? Extremely portable. Like, you could fit this in your purse. It's about as big as a speaker, like a Bluetooth speaker or something. So it's very small, and this is magnetic, so there's no buttons anywhere on it. No buttons at all. So I think it's pretty cool. I love the fact that it can cut longer things. I'm gonna do a real quick writing, just so we can see how the pen works and everything, and then I'll be done. Okay. I'll just pick a simple writing text. Love you always. Hope you heal quickly. Love always. Sorry, in the voice. Okay, just a quick little note to my mother-in-law. Do this. What is it, 4¼ Tight. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to position this where I want it on my card. If that looks good, and just hit continue. I did buy some Cricut pens as well. I mean, not Cricut pens, the Joy pens. So I have these. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do it in blue instead of that black that it came with. Okay, so let's see how quickly it writes. It cuts quickly. See how quickly it writes. And I don't see, like, on this one how the Air Explorer 2 has the cut quickly, or the 2 times cut, you know, the cut quickly or whatever. I don't see that option on this one. Yeah, I don't see that on here. So I'm just gonna take my blade out, and I'm picking the insert card. Oh, did I put? Oh wait, you guys, I didn't make this a right. So it's gonna cut that out. I don't want it cut. I'll go back to the canvas and change it to writing. Okay. That's why I mess up so much material, because I always like forget one little step. Okay. That's better. Okay. Insert. Okay, and then it gives you the instructions on what to do next, just like the other machines. Sorry. Just load your material, insert your pen. So I'm gonna put the pen in first, and like I said before, you just drop it in, close the clamp. You don't have to like press it and wait till it clicks or anything like that. And just let it load. Let's see. I just noticed that the mat, it loaded kind of like crooked a little bit. There is an unload button, so I'm just gonna unload it and do that again, because it's not straight, and I don't want my words to end up crooked and waste my materials. So okay, that looks good. And dang it, keep getting stuck. Okay, so it's ready. It's the preview screen, and then I'm just gonna hit go. And like I said, this doesn't have the like 2 times the speed or anything like that, but you can still mirror it for iron on or whatever. So we're just gonna hit go. It's 7:27 right now, so let's see how long it takes for this to cut. I mean, not cut, but right. It cut really fast. It really did, in my opinion. That was pretty fast. So I'm just writing a little note on the insert for this card. Probably can't really see the cutout that well, but it's a get well card for my mother-in-law. I'm just gonna poke these extra dots out while I'm waiting on this cut, or this to draw, right? Whatever. Okay. I live in Arizona, you guys, and somebody has the heat on in my house. I'm about to die. I have to go turn the heat off. I don't understand. It's like 78 degrees outside. Okay. One more. Don't need any hanging chad situations. Okay. So there's that. And looks like it writes pretty quickly too, because it's just about done. But I am noticing that as it's writing, like it's kind of skipping back and forth and doing letters like out of order. It wrote some of the letters on the top line, then it skipped down to the second line and wrote a little bit, then it went back up to the top. So, but then it did go back and finish the sentence, so it looks like it's fine. Okay. But yeah, I got 2 packs of the gel markers that go with it. So far I've only seen these in 3 packs instead of like the 5 or the box like the other ones came in. Like, I got the infusibles, but they, you know, I was able to get the bulk size. I haven't seen these like that. I've only seen these in the 3 packs. But they have a lot of the same colors that you can get in the other Cricut pens. Like, I have all of these colors in like the regular gels too. So it seems like you can get, you know, most of the colors you already have again. Because these are for the Explorer and then these are for the Joy. So it seems like you can get most of the colors. I don't think I saw any new colors like that they have just for the Joy. So, but I will update that if I find out differently. So this is complete. It took 4 minutes to cut. It's asking, do I want to try again or just unload the mat? I'm going to unload because it looks perfectly fine to me. So this is how it turned out. So that was just, you know, a quick little note to jot down, you know. And that took 4 minutes to write that. And that goes inside the card. So I'm just going to take that back off the mat, stick it back inside the card. And now I got a completed project. So total it would have took me about, I would say 8 minutes max to make this. It took a few minutes to cut the front, a few minutes to write the inside, and literally seconds to put it together. And I used the card mat to do that, which made it pretty easy. And the cards come pre-folded, so I didn't have to worry about that. I think that was pretty cool. I'm excited about this. I did the long cut. I'm about to get off, so I'm gonna just do a real quick recap of everything we did tonight. So this is my very first time using it, so no kind of expert at all. Everything I just did for the very first time with you guys. I just opened this morning. I did do an unboxing video this morning if you want to check that out. But this went as smoothly as, I mean, I didn't reach any hiccups, no bumps. It wasn't any different from using my Explorer as far as design space. Using the mat was easy. Following the instructions was easy. It wasn't a big deal that there's no buttons on here. Like, I didn't find that to be a problem. It cut really fast. I mean, I just did all of that within an hour. So I think that's pretty cool. I was going to weed this just to see how well and how quickly it weeds as well. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then I'm leaving for real, y'all. So again, the size comparison, it's really little. It's not even as big as my tablet. This is a 10-inch tablet. So yeah, it's really small. Hello, how are you? Okay. So just real quick, this is the Smart Permanent 20-foot. Well, from the 20-foot roll, I only cut out 4 feet, and this is a section of that 4 feet. And I did cut that entire 4 feet out in one pass, and it took about 12 minutes to cut that out, which is not long at all. Okay. This is not hard to weed at all. It was actually really simple getting those tiny spots out. problems there. And let me tell this some more. So this is actually coming up very easily, leaving everything behind that I need to stay. So I'm happy with that. There we go. So I don't do lives, like this was random just because I wanted to show you guys the joy. But I don't do lives. This is for somebody else that does paparazzi. So this is going to be, you know, a poster that I'm making for somebody for their background, their backdrop. But that was very easy to weed. I cut this out without a mat, the entire 4 feet. This is pretty strong but flexible material that it's on. And I like it. It was, and I used, when I transferred this, I just put this on here. I used the, oh, you can't even see it. So when I transferred this, I used the standard grip transfer tape. Well, I'm kind of trying to give a real quick recap, but it probably would be good to rewatch it. But I just did a few projects really quickly. I did a card using the card mat. I had to buy this separately. This did not come with the Joy. This did not come with the Joy. But oh, let me tell you real quick what does come with it. So when I got it, this is what I got in the box. So I got this, which is just the machine. Very small, very light. I got this pen, which is specific to the Joy. And the instructions on how to get started came in the package. A test project. So this was a piece of cardstock that I was supposed to stick this to, but I felt like that would be a waste, so I didn't. It came with a piece of the smart vinyl. This was the rest of that. I just cut it off because I don't like to waste vinyl. And then I also got a standard grip mat. This is a 6x6 mat. No, a 4x6 mat, excuse me, I'm sorry. This is a 4x6 mat, so you can cut your regular vinyls that you already have using this mat. You don't have to buy the smart vinyl. That's just optional. I also got, they also have the 4x12 mats. So I also bought that. This was separate. This came with it. So I bought all this stuff separately. The markers, the extra mats, the card kit, and all the vinyls that I have. So I bought one 20-foot roll and a few permanents. I don't really use removable, so I didn't really buy any of that, but here's a few of their permanents. Or these two are actually iron-on, excuse me, and this one's permanent. So we have those, and that's it. I bought all those separate. I could only cut out 2 feet at a time, and then I have to go mat after mat after mat to get my project complete. So I think I love this better. On top of that, I do a lot of cards, so this was really nice for me to be able to use the card mat. So I think it's definitely worth it. I like it. So it's quick, it's small, it's portable, it can fit in your purse. I think I've explained everything. You guys can feel free to inbox me or message me or drop comments here, and I will check them out later and respond. Like I said, I'm brand new to this. This is day one for me. I just got this today, so I'm no kind of expert. I'm just really eager to use it. So if I have answers for you, I'll definitely answer them, but I don't know everything. I'm just trying to help a sister out. But yeah, guys, I'm done. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming to check it out with me. I thank y'all for being here with me to go through it, because I didn't know what I was doing, just trying it out. But it was very simple, nothing to be scared of. So if you think it's worth it for you, something you can use, something you could, utilize to make your business or your craft or your hobby better, go for it. It was $179. It ended up being like $195 with tax and everything. I got mine from Amazon. Other retailers have it, obviously, but I think it's worth it for me. So hit me up if you have any questions. Welcome to the new Cricket Joy. Again, I'm Teray. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys have a great night. Bye.